Hello friends, this is Cold Run. Welcome back to a blind playthrough of Return to the Obra Dinn, where we're about to finish, I think we're about to finish the game pretty much. But before we do, I just want to one last time do kind of a read through, a look through of trying to put the story together thus far. Yeah, and this is a suggestion from my friends Aprustine and Almeron, and yeah, let's take a look. So again, I won't go through every like memory, but loose cargo. They're starting out there in England, southwest England. I don't know what's there. Maybe it's Birmingham. I'm just pulling a random city out of a hat. I don't know anything about English geography. They start loading up the ship, but there's there's a cargo that falls loose, probably because it's too heavy, because there's a human inside it. That human falls. Samuel Peters is crushed with it alongside the stowaway inside it. A bitter cold. So there's also a cold that occurs. So some people get sick, starting with Solomon Syed. Just as the other fellow, some lung disease. They must have picked up at the Lascar house. And so a bunch of people, I think, is it all Indian? Died? Ranford Rajub. A large cow was slaughtered for its meat, taken to the carpenters. Yeah. And so, yeah, this is just, a few people were sick. This was the biggest setup chapter, A Bitter Cold, because it just gave us so much information about, just with the sheer number of people and numbers here. Then, the real story starts. Nunzio Pasqua is knifed by Edward Nichols. This is the real inciting incident of this whole thing. Because everyone's here, everyone's on the ship. I think the Formosans were already on the ship with their treasure in the hold. But Nunzio, who's I think just a random passenger at this point, who was down there at the time, gets knifed by Edward Nichols, who's gone down there to like knock out one of the people. The second mate goes there to knock out one of the Formosans and frame the Formosan for killing this random passenger in order to get access, I guess, he frames Hokseng Lao in order to get access to this treasure down below. Hokseng Lao, you've been found guilty of, this is post-framing then, at the trial, post-trial also. Guilty by self-confession. That's another one. That's actually something I don't understand. Why did he confess? Because he was clearly set up, right? Am I misunderstanding this? Who else was present here? Hokseng Lao, right? Guilty by self-confession? Wait. Oh shit, I didn't pick up on this until just now, because one of the guys that goes with them, one of the little shits that goes with them as team second mate leaves is this asshole, Li Hong. Is Li Hong one of the most guilty parties here? Is Li Hong the guy who, because they say by self-confession, did Li Hong like mistranslate what this guy did? Because the woman's saying, no, he's done nothing wrong. And I think the person saying, Miss Lim, it's too late, is... Let me actually go back to the scene. I'm really curious now. Let me go back to the scene. No, so Li Hong here is sitting up, kind of watching this. And so the person saying, like, quiet, it's done, is the other guard here. Chiu Tan. I still think that has to be the source of the... I don't know, because that's the only... Because we haven't really examined why this guy is on team second mate. But that's my best guess about his role in this particular action, then. Found guilty by self-confession. That's got to be it. So anyway, he's found guilty by self-confession. Unless he like blamed himself, or I don't know. I can't really think of a reason why it would be. Anyway, he's shot. And then part 3, Timothy Butement with the forearm tattoo that you can, it's even visible here. It's even visible here on his right forearm. Anyway, on your toes, boys, how can you do this? So this is where the mutiny, because this is, it's not really a mutiny. Is it a mutiny? Is it considered a mutiny if they're not trying to get control of the ship? I think it's still a mutiny. So they're loading it up. Whoever's on team second mate, team Nichols, is trying to quickly escape under cover of night with the Formosans and with the treasure. Leads us into the calling. They're all sailing aboard. They're all sailing away. This is Toporov, O'Hagan, Nickel. No, not all of these. Actually, let me go into this again, because some of these I didn't have context for before. Yeah, so we're starting the calling. So Team Nichols, Team Second Mate, got into the ship, in two ships, right? Is it 2 ships? Yeah, they got into 2 ships, and they're heading due east to, I guess, just sell this for money? It seems really short-sighted, but they're going to sell this for money, and I guess I don't know why they took the Formosans with them. I'm a bit confused on that front. It feels like taking their treasure would be enough, but maybe they thought the Formosans only knew like what to do about this sort of thing. I don't quite understand why they took these captives with them. But they did, and they're not supposed. And the Formosans are talking among each other, saying, "Don't let this go into the water." And that's when mermaids attack. Second one, again, it's the attack is going on in the second part, and they're warning Bang about the chest. The Formosans are worried about Bang. Bang is worried about the. They're not warning about the chest. They're saying, like, use the chest, I guess, or protect the chest. Then part 3. Nickel, sir, shoot them for God's sake. Help. Yeah, they're just in trouble. But then part 4, I have it. Hold on. This is when they unleash it. They, like, open it up. And I think Bang, I think this is in particular, It Bang Xia opens it up, and it starts blasting all around. Are you there, Miss Lim? Yeah, Miss Lim is not there. Miss Lim has been clawed. I think she's been eaten and bitten, but the game says she's been clawed. And that's when we come to this part. Their attack is scuttled. Their plan is kaput. Let me go back to actually part 6. I do want to check out this scene.
Ahoy! Ahoy! Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure! I yield!
Hold your fire!
Yeah. And he says, no fucking way am I holding my fire. Chio Tan, who knows what happened here. He sees the wreckage coming back. He knows that they got mermaidered. Oh, that's right, mermaider. They got mermaidered. And yeah, they got straight. And he's taking vengeance, I think, because he has plenty of time to not shoot. There's no urgency to it. He takes vengeance. Who's up there? Because we know that this is like the 3rd mate, or is like the 4th mate or something. Yeah, we got the 4th mate here, and they still have the chest intact. And they're bringing back the bodies of mermaids, the not quite dead bodies of mermaids with them. And so who's up there? Nacho Tan. Oh shit, it's Philip Dahl. So he's witnessing this. And we don't even have an ending. He's going to play into the bargain because they shoved him in with the mermaids, into the lazarette. Okay. So they're bringing all this aboard, and now they have this, a bunch of corpses and a bunch of mermaids. Mostly dead mermaids, but not all dead mermaids. Which leads into, which leads into unholy captives. Lift this out, take it below deck. So now we know what this is. This is the mermaid. What the hell's going on? What do you know about these things, about the chest and your dead friends? That's right. This is... What are these monsters? Where are they from? You must tell us everything. And that's, I think, someone on the ship who's, like, translating to them. And then the... Chiotan here... Again, I apologize for all the poor pronunciation. I don't know anything about Cantonese pronunciations. Says... This is your fault. The shell must be protected. We will all die. So the shell must be protected. I wonder what happens if the mermaids get the shell back. Because this is when the mermaids start attacking with the spikes and all that. Because they brought some of them up. Watch your footing. Clear the deck. Move the boats astern. Throw the bodies over. Hey, what's this? Give them to me and I can fry us a solid meal, boys. Move the boats. Hold on a second. Watch your footing. Hey there. So this is them, like, taking the bodies onto the ship instead of throwing them over. Did the kid... Hold on. That couldn't have happened that quickly. So they were actually... Because it said move the boats to throw the bodies over. They weren't... Why weren't they throwing the bodies over? It couldn't have been for the solid meal. I thought that was almost like a joke line. You're not going to eat mermaid. I mean, how cursed do you want the ship on the scale of 1 to infinity? Frying the mermaids that attack you is like 1,000. That's the infinity option. Careful now. Take it slow. 1 tick, gentlemen. There's a pretty shell there. No, it's not infinity. It was infinity, but then you steal their stuff as you try to eat them. That's infinity plus 10. No get back. And that's when, again, when things continue to go haywire. They're thrashing about. William Wasim is crushed by the falling cargo as the fish starts to, as the mermaid starts to flop about and all that and thrash about. And then we come to the 4th part where some time has passed. Not a whole lot of time, but some time. John Naples. This is in the cargo deck, and I think this is going to pick up with the bargain. We're going to not follow John Naples, but follow some of this stuff. Actually, let me go to this scene. This scene feels important to go to. So this guy started thrashing about. He started the Philip Dahl. I don't know if there's like Swedish stories about the mermaids or if he would have special knowledge about them. But he was saying don't keep these mermaids on board. This is, right here we have most sane person on the ship right now, the smartest man alive. And he may still be alive, I don't know. Probably not though. And they're tying him, but as part of his thrashing out, he attacks this guy, John Naples. I don't know why. I think he was just thrashing out. I think he was like panicked. I don't think there was any particular intention. I don't think John Naples had anything special to do with it. But, so they tied him up, tossed him in the lazarette. Soldiers of the Sea. Things can... And where actually are we at this point? Because I said we haven't really been looking at it. So part 1 was here. This was this is the loose intended map. They're doing here. Part 2 happened just off the coast of Spain. Part 3 was by the Canary Islands, and part 4, and part 5, and part 6. So this is all happening just west of the Canary Islands, as they're trying to turn around, I think, or just deal with this and maybe head back or head to some safe port. I don't know. So Soldiers of the Sea starts. It's a stormy night. And that's when everything changed when the Crab Nation attacked. The crabs came up. Everyone's panicking on the main. Everyone's not panicking. They're actually holding their calm pretty well and attacking back. On Damon, on a demon. So the person that said on Damon was who? Was it Lars Linda? It might have been Lars Linda who's talking about a demon. I don't know. I don't know if that matters all that much. Anyone else that's especially, I don't know, foreign? On Damon sounds like I guess what non-rhetorical question. What language is that? I'm gonna guess it is Swedish. With Lars Linda, or is he? What's Lars Linda? Swedish, Danish? Danish. My bad. I apologize. Yeah. So. They're attacking. They're going further down. They're wrecking shop. They set the crew sets the beast on fire, though it at the same time it also burns poor Charles Heshtick. I've got you. Don't move. I'll get you down. Give me that gun. Yeah, they're fighting back. They're doing their best. And Zungi Sathi, who was spiked by one of the things and crawling away, he might have survived because there was a lot of blood, but he might have lived. I don't know. Probably not, though. But he was ultimately finished off by an accidental shot from Charles Minor intended for the crab. A hideous monster perished simultaneously with a brave but unfortunate soul. Yeah, so the final attack that they were trying to put down in Soldiers of the Sea, Winston Smith gets killed. He gets speared. Is that all? He says, going out, trying his action one-liners, and it, it's badass, but then he dies anyway. On the main deck. So this is the doom, because crabs and mermaids are not enough. The curse must go on. Let me on over my bloody... So this is when another sort of mutiny happens. Some people are trying to escape the ship. Nathan Peters tries to hold them off. Nathan Peters sees Lars Linda coming on, but he remembers what happened in Loose Cargo to his brother. There's no, everyone else is trying to make peace. There's no cause for trouble. Get in the boat. Thought I'd forget, or maybe that's Lars. No, that's not Lars. That's someone else in the boat. Thought I'd forget you killed my brother. That was an accident. It was the ropes. It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing. Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long. Yeah, so he was just mad. He was big mad, even though it wasn't really Lars's fault. But this ends up not being the biggest deal here, because what really happens is that's when the Kraken Nation attacked. How much any other times can I use that? That's when one large squid attacked. People, the cannons crushed people. The gunner deck was all wild with explosions and tentacles bursting through. Loose cannon, explosion up on the up on the main deck there. Maba torn apart, and then the first mate's wife, the first mate's brother, and the captain's wife here dies as well, crushed by the thing. And all this time, I think the captain is below deck, trying. He's down in the. I don't know. Is this the same frigging night? Let me hold on. I guess I didn't even check how quickly this happens after. In the wake of that last thing. They really haven't had much time since Soldiers of the Sea. It may well be that same night, or essentially. I don't know. It's amazing how fast this goes downhill. Like, as even farther downhill. Everyone gets knocked aboard. The bargain happens. We'll see in a minute. And then the escape. So, yeah, there's no hope left on this ship. This is right after the ship's been torn apart. The squid, where's my Frenchman? The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart. He was wrong. The mate was not torn apart. He was thrown overboard. It left with, this is the final words of Alfred Klestel. No, not Alfred Klestel, of, I think this is one of the officers who was with him. The beast is dead. How'd you kill it? We didn't. It left with a storm. Captain came up from the hold, said he chased it off. He should rest. A curse like that does not live for nothing. I don't know what the bargain is, but he made some bargain, which we'll find out about in a minute, that drove it off. But at the same time, some people are trying to take the last, take what's probably the last boat surviving, because I don't know if some of the boats were scuttled in the mermaid thing. No, I think they were still around. They were like being towed, but they were probably not in great shape. Last one quick. You'll not take the last boat. Yeah, some people are trying to escape the ship. There's like team still mutiny. Leonid Volkov was shot. Yeah, so some of the passengers are trying to get off. People are panicking about, it's not even necessarily mutiny. They're trying to escape, and there's like panic about who gets the last boat and who goes down with the ship. Let them go. Yeah, some of the passengers are getting shot at this point. And then the stuff below deck continues. Captain can't be trusted. You have a plan? Yes. We take the ship and sail east, trade wretched fish and shells for gold. The little guy over here is I don't remember what his name was, but he actually probably shows up in the next one. Thomas Lanky overhears that. Overhears that, yells out that there's mutiny, and Witterel shoots him. Or Witterel stabs him. Davies isn't down with this and shoots. Davies was clubbed by Henry Brennan. Let me try that again. Lanky was stabbed by Witterel. Witterel was shot by Davies. Davies was clubbed by Henry Brennan, who was up above and came down and is like, why are you killing this person? And then Lanky perishes. Oh, no. Don't leave me. Tell Pete's mother I tried my best to pull him back to save him. This is his fellow midshipman, who got exploded in the Doom in the attack against the squid. Brendan, bring the surgeon's kit, but it's too late. He's dead. But some people made it off. There was a ship that made it off to Africa with Henry Evans, Davy James, Henry Evans, Jane Bird, Emily Jackson. And then the end. There were only 3 left, I think. Lest we break it down and take more than those shells. You bastards may take exactly what I give you. So maybe he gave his life in exchange for this? It can't be. That can't be that cheap. I was thinking, like, did he say, I'll keep these people on the ship with me? I don't know. In exchange for going here? Or did he just give the shells back? Wait. Lest we forget to take more than those shells. So some of a couple of the remaining people here. The first mate probably mad with grief because his sister got, collapsed during the Doom. His sister got masted, and yeah, just one of the survivors who's just mad, I think, like angry. Henry Brennan, they both attack the captain, but the captain is friggin' John Wick here. He shoots one, he knifes the other. He clubs the third one, the Lewis Walker, the top man, swinging down from above, and he just wrecks them all. Let me see here, though. Where are they? Must be in here someplace. So they're looking for the shells. They're at the bottom of the sea. So I'm thinking that the part of the bargain was tossing the shells overboard for peace. I don't think he's lying here, but I could be wrong. And in the end, shoots himself. Let's fill in the gaps with the bargain. That's my understanding of the big picture of how things are looking at the moment. Down we go.
We should go. Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
I am okay with that. Is that the clock sound? Like the sound?
Finally. Sit down so you don't fall out.
Sailing away. One week later. Meeting up with Henry in Morocco, maybe? Honorable East India Company, insurance assessment for Obra Dinn. Victim of calamitous events at sea. You can say that again. Ship, damaged in squall, Atlantic. Sunken storm, Falmouth. Payout claim 20,000. Cargo, all cargo lost, payout claim 5,000. Cargo Crown, all cargo lost, payout claim for restitution 3,000. Robert, oh, this is what happened after them, based on like what the findings, criminal findings were. Robert Witterel, fate suicide by gun, found guilty of murdering 4 crewmates, estate forfeited to the crown. That sounds actually fair. William Hoscott, shot by a gun by a Witterel, found guilty of attempted mutiny, and his estate was fined. Actually, that's worse than that's not nearly as bad as estate forfeited, obviously. But yeah, estate was fined because he was a attempted mutineer. Edward Nichols, second mate. Criminal findings, yeah, this guy sucks. This guy is like the suckiest suck of the suckers, like on this ship. He's right up there. He might be the worst on this ship. I think you could make the easy argument that Edward Nichols is the worst. Shot by C. Tan. Killed 2 crewmates, attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, estate fined £100. Martin Perrott. Okay, now they start getting some money. £90. Extraordinary valor. Exceptional performance of duties. Brilliant beard. Estate awarded outstanding wages and reward of £90. That doesn't sound like that much. Maybe it was at the time. Probably not, though. John Davies. All right. Clubbed by Henry Brennan. And murdered a crewmate. The estate was fined. Alfred Klestel, torn apart by a beast, but he did great. Yeah. Exceptional performance of duties, £70 reward. Charles Minor, tossed overboard. Expenses claimed £15. What a rough legacy. Henry Evans, surgeon. Findings of demerit, abandonment of crew and vessel, estate awarded outstanding wages, £50. I guess because he left on the ship, and you're not supposed to do that. Unless you're a passenger, maybe? I don't know. I feel like he did okay. You know what? Maybe £50 is a fair price to pay for getting out of there. James Wallace, decapitated. Extraordinary valor, £50 reward. Wait, why is his estate awarded £50? Why not just him? He's alive. Speared Winston Smith. Oh, I guess they're saying findings of demerit, abandonment, but he did well for the most part. It's just, I don't know. I don't get the Henry Evans ending. Winston Smith. This was, extraordinary valor, £60. His mate, £30. Outstanding wages donated to the pension fund. Okay. And then the cook, struck by a delicious, delicious tale. How ironic. Estate awarded £40. Emily Farrell, exceptional performance of duty and great hair. Estate awarded £40. Christian Wolf, exceptional performance of duties. Was, I guess, yeah, no, he defended and fought the monsters pretty well. £70. Ollis Weater, murder of crewmate. Yeah, screw him. Fined £50. Attempted mutiny. Duncan McKay, the person, he just kind of hid. Findings of demerit, abandonment of crew and vessel. Estate awarded outstanding wages, £50. Good. But yeah, he just kind of hid in the hole, which I would have done. Let me be super clear. I would have been hiding from this stuff. Finley Dalton, helmsman. Fell overboard, estate awarded £30. Edward Spratt, same crushed beast, £50. Abigail Hoscott, no claim made. Why no claim made? Same with Nunzio Pasqua. I guess because their estate was tied up with Witterel's. Emily Jackson, live in Africa. Abandonment of crew and vessel, but she's just a passenger. Oh, she murdered a crewmate, right? But that was self-defense. I think that's bogus. Miss Jane Bird, findings of demerit, abandonment. She's a passenger. She's supposed to abandon. She's just a passenger. Bunlan Lim, Claude. Itbengxia, burned. Murdered a crewmate. Again, he's fine. This is not on him. Chiotan, he didn't need to do that. That was pure revenge. 25-pound fine. Hokseng Lao, no claim made. Zungi Sathi, yeah, estate awarded outstanding wages. You better be. 35 pounds. Philip Dahl, murdered one crewmate. Failure to perform duties. Fine 35. Paul Moss. Philip Dahl, I'm really interested in because we don't, yeah, fate unknown. We don't know what happened with him. But he did kill a guy. I mean, he ripped the guy's legs off, so yeah, fine his estate a little bit. Paul Moss, killed by sword. By something Volkov. Leonid, maybe? I don't remember. Exceptional performance of duties, were awarded 45 pounds. Samuel Galligan, who helped. Yeah, screw Samuel Galligan. He was an accomplice. Knifed Itbengxia. Attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, the worst. He helped the worst. Third mate steward, crushed, awarded 10 pounds. Fourth mate steward, Davy Jones, alive in Africa, abandoned vessel but no claim made. Peter Milroy, extraordinary valor for the midshipman. Yeah, he had went out with a blaze of glory there. 40 pounds. Thomas Lanky, killed by Weater. Herstick, burned, extraordinary valor, exceptional performance of duties. Yeah, the midshipmen were great here. Omid Gul, topman, fell overboard. Estate awarded 35 pounds for outstanding, exceptional performance duties. Well deserved. Timothy Buteman, awarded 35 pounds. Extraordinary valor, agreed. And he had a brilliant tattoo. That was I like it, even though I missed it during when it was really first revealed. Huang Li, topman, electrocuted. Exceptional performance. Yeah, if you get struck by lightning in the middle of a crab attack and a storm at the top of a ship, you better get at least 35 pounds. Jia Zhang, decapitated by a beast. 35 pounds. Yep. Li Hong, screw Li Hong. 50-pound fine. Wei Li, extraordinary valor, 45 pounds. Yeah, I think he deserves that. Nicholas Botterill, spiked, get some money. Maba torn apart, a really rough ending, because I think he was alive for some of, even after he was ripped apart. Not long, but this was an exceptionally bad way to go. Gets, 45 pounds to the pension fund. Lewis Walker, top man. Attempted mutiny, estate fined a little bit. Yeah, Walker... I don't know. I don't blame Walker as much, I guess, because he attempted mutiny when everything had gone to hell. What are you going to do at that point? I think you think the captain's behind some of this. I don't fully blame Walker as much as some of the others. He did great for a lot of this. Leonid Volkov, top man. Is it topman or top man? I'm going to go with topman. Like seaman. Criminal findings, murder of crewmate. For Volkov. I don't remember enough. Sure. Alarcus Nikishin. Theft of cargo, estate unknown, expense claim 50 pounds. Attempted mutiny was the finding. Yeah. Attempted mutiny will get you that. Toporov. Expense claim 50 pounds for a new pipe. Nathan Peters, seaman. Murder of crewmate. Right, yeah, this was... screw him. I get he's in grief. There's other ways to grieve than attacking the Dane. Lars Linda, clubbed by Peters, gets 15 pounds. John Naples, torn apart, exceptional performance of duties, awarded 25 pounds. Renfred Rajub, estate unknown, so awards wages donated to the pension fund for 15 pounds. Same with Akbar. Wasim gets even more, and he has an estate. Solomon Syed, 15 pounds, estate awarded. Fate illness. He dies very early. Hamdou Jam, seaman, spiked. Exceptional performance of duties, estate unknown. Pension fund gets rewarded. Henry Brennan, he was killed by Witterel near the end. 25 pounds. Fine 35 pounds. Fine 35 pounds. Yeah, 45 pounds. Fine 35 pounds. Yeah, 45 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 pounds. Yeah, Fine for the murder of the crewmate. This was, the state was fined 50 pounds again. This was, he didn't deserve that. This was at the very end when everything was chaos. Booth awarded 5 pounds. Findings of demerit. Oh, that's rough. After everything Booth did. 5 pounds, abandonment of crew and vessel. Oh, that's, you know what, actually? No, I can't actually that. I don't know. Again, I would abandon the crew and vessel at that point, too. Patrick O'Hagan. Theft of cargo. Yeah, screw Patrick O'Hagan. 50 pounds. George Shirley, because he was part of Team Nichols. George Shirley fell overboard. Extraordinary Valor awarded 25 pounds. I don't remember George Shirley. I know his face, but I don't remember what he did. Samuel Peters, crushed by cargo. He just died first thing. And yeah, so total claim 29,260 pounds. On behalf of the Honorable East India Company, I certify all statements as accurate and declare this matter closed in its entirety. I am the HEIC inspector. I don't know what HEIC is, but excellent. AG, Aaron Grant. I don't know what AG is. The pocket watch remains in your possession. The book returns to its original owner, Henry Evans, in Morocco, as requested. Does it make sense that I was an inspector? Trying to make sense of it all. We shipped it off, we mailed it off, so we're not going to Africa ourselves. How are we seeing the bargain, then? Are we going to play as Henry Evans? 1 year later. Ooh. I'm being yelled at by my cat. Hang on a sec. Sir?
Coming. Oh, goodness. What's like this? Right, well, get yourself home then. And tell Father I said hello.
And tell Father I said hello. It's really hard to hear this. I wish there were subtitles.
Can you believe it? A package at this hour. Oh, the thing smells just dreadful. Better you don't open it inside.
Oh no, is it the shell?
I'll be turning in now. Tea's in the kitchen if you need more.
Ah, crap. What? What's the package? And the 1 year thing, is it like, we'll leave you safe, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Chief Inspector, I write to you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed away. So we're the Chief Inspector still. Dr. Evans has passed away. He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked that his gratitude be expressed by returning the book to you. Oh no, along with the means to complete it. As for the three of us that remain, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter of our lives that we wish to forget. Do not write back. Yeah. Regards, Jane Bird. Okay. What do we got? We got the roll. Is that a claw? Is this a friggin' mermaid claw? We'll just go left to right in order of looking at things. It's a memory. Turn to the Obra Dinn. The tale belongs to you now. Please finish it. Henry Evans. Is it blank to start? Yeah. Anything else here? Can we get tea? No, we cannot. Alright, let's look at the Hand of Death.
There you are. Collect your things. Where's the key? To that door. Gone. Damn. There's no time.
The lazarette.
To go. Right.
Voice is Irish or Scottish or something. So is this, we're inside the lazarette. And the captain is just shooting someone. Blood spattered there. He's shooting, what is this, a little mermaid? A mermaid baby? I don't know what he's shooting at. There's the third mate. So the third mate got spiked by a beast. And I didn't see, but that must be the other guy. Some kind of beast claw. A friendly but not entirely pleasant monkey companion. The monkey was sacrificed in the pursuit of knowledge. That's who died? Are you kidding me? Collect your things. Where's the key? To that door? Gone. Damn, there's no time. We need to go. Right, in you go. What are you up to? Nothing good. I don't know what that exchange was about yet. All right, so you are spiked, but no option to... Because you're not surviving this. Look at this. You're super dead. The monkey is here. Henry's monkey is here. I guess this just goes... I thought this would go, like, below decks, but no, this just goes underwater, I guess. Henry Evans taking the shot, and then... Nope, nope, not... Nope. Yeah. First mate steward, Paul Moss. And this is the captain, right? No, that's the surgeon. My bad, my bad, my bad. No! He shot his own monkey! Oh, that makes it so much worse. I thought he was the captain because I have no facial memory. So these are the two outside. Collect your things. Where's the key? To that door? Gone. Damn, there's no time. We need to go. This is, I think, Henry Evans saying this. Right, in you go. What are you up to? Nothing good. So in you go, I think, was to the monkey. He was saying the monkey, like, get in there, and then he shoots the monkey. I don't know. Possibly. Not many places to go from here.
A third shell. Captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift it.
Oh boy. Captain tossed most of it, but not all the shells? Why?
Stop! Why? Well, set you free. Give it the shell. Here. Do it.
To set you free. Are they talking to a mermaid?
To the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave. Get the tail, boy. You return. The ship. The Obra Dinn. See it home.
That's the bargain. In return for something, the Obra Dinn. He's tossing this thing back, because this was not here before. Here's the shell. Was that spike always there? I don't think so, right? Or that like, pole? So maybe killed a mermaid. Got someone here whose arm was burned off or ripped off. This is, yeah, this is the steward, the captain's steward. And the mate, and was that the woman? Part 4. Martin Perro, unknown fate. Yeah, this is when he must have gotten spiked, right? Because he's still here, right? Yeah, he is just super spiked. And oh, this is a mermaid. Yep, this is a full nips out mermaid. First mate Stewart is bringing her in. Fourth mate Stewart is bringing her in. And Captain Stewart is here, who looks, again, burned. He looks like he's been burned. That looks like his arm has been burned. The skin has been burned off. The way that Itbang Sia's arm was burned off. By trying to open this thing, probably. So let's see. Third shell. Captain didn't toss them all. Is that... Leave, help me lift this. So they're trying to get they're trying to get this guy to like leave this thing be. And he's like, no, let me open it up. Stop, leave. They're talking to him. Please stop. Well, no, wait. We're here to set you free. Give it to the shell. So they're telling, give it the shell like the mermaid, because there's a mermaid in with him, right? Do it. Hoist it out to the main deck. So this is, the person saying this is the third mate. Do it. Hoist it out to the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave. And then, get the tail, boy. So one of the other, I don't know who's saying get the tail, boy. In return, the ship, the Obra Dinn, see it home. The true hero of the story is this guy, is Bearded Bob, Martin Perro. And then, what?
I'll kill every last one of you monsters.
No!
Withdraw the Kraken, or I will kill you all!
That couldn't have worked. There's no way that worked. Withdraw the Kraken or I'll kill you all. You're still holding the shell. And you're like... Oh, your arm is just gone, right? And yeah, you're stabbing downward. I don't remember who you... Oh, you're the captain. So the captain came in here, stabbed the thing. Again, this is working backwards, so I'm gonna hold off on... No, we can try to make sense of this. We're gonna push on. It's hard for me to make sense of this backtracking, but we'll... Yeah, especially when we're getting kind of the rest of the story right now, basically. But there's a third shell. Captain didn't toss them all. So going back one. This is captured beast fought against its jailer and was speared for the trouble. Kill every last one of you monsters. Withdraw the Kraken or I'll kill you all. Captain didn't toss them all. Was that the bargain? Did that bargain actually work? No way, right? It couldn't have worked. Oh, we're doing mermaid memories here. I guess the cow got a memory at one point.
This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send it back!
So he's threatening them. These are like prisons. These are like little jail cells. And he's shooting one, stabbing the next, going in order. And then the bargain was with the third one, I guess? With the remaining one? Like, the one who... Because these two clearly didn't take the deal. Yeah, not a lot to see here, but a lot to see here. And so this is a mermaid's claw, this hairy thing. An unholy creature's defiant shrieks were greeted with a fatal bullet. Badass. Is it badass? I don't know. It's badass, certainly. I don't know if it's good or not, but it's certainly badass. I think that's fair to say. And then beforehand, I think this is the steward getting wrecked is probably what sparked this. He opens up. The captain opens it up.
What's this? Quicksilver.
That's not the captain opening up. That's steward. That's the steward opening it, or the steward opening up the box. It's mercury, I guess. Yeah, learning the lessons of... Not Itbing Xia didn't learn a lesson. I think Itbing Xia knew this was going to happen, knew he was going to get Ark of the Covenanted. You, I don't think, knew this. Open up the shell, open up the thing, and then you got burned. Meanwhile, the mermaids are just hanging out in their prison cells. Yeah, so it's just you. There's probably no one else around here. No, the captain is far away. Philip Dahl met with an unknown fate, but unknown no longer. He got burned. Obra Dinn. Well done, all fates correct. Philip Dahl burned to death. Martin Perros spiked by a terrible beast. That was all the remaining deaths. And the door opens up to exit the memory. Beautiful. Yeah, so did you just get greed? No, why did you? Because you knew what this is about. You're like, they're all cursed. Why did you open it up? What's this? Quicksilver here. I don't know why you opened this thing up. But you did. That was part 1. And so this is going to finish off that memory. I'm not controlling this. Walk over, put the book there. Is that a heart? No, I don't know what that is. An acorn, a grenade? Got a diamond there. Put the book on the shelf. The end. Nice job, Inspector. For my dad. This was so good. And that's it. That's Return of the Obra Dinn. This was a utter delight. And we got, oh yeah, Taiwanese language consulting. Okay. This was a real treat. I had never played a mystery game before. Like, the closest I'd gotten was dabbling at Seventh Guest, which was a very old, like, I think one of the first CD-ROM games from the early 90s, mid-90s, like 92 or 93, like 94 maybe, or something around there. Which was this puzzle game where you're going through a house, but it's not a mystery game. That was just puzzles. Like a series of very loosely connected, just really just independent puzzles. This was... I'd played games that pretended to have hints of mystery to them, but really were either just puzzles or just action. I don't think I've ever played such a pure mystery as this. Of really trying to solve being given clues that you could get wrong for a long time or just not see for a long time. Given the chance that you were given the chance to fail hard at. And I love that. I think this was great. This was incredible. I never played this guy's other game. I've seen a Let's Play of it. The where you're in the East European communist totalitarian state as like the border guard. I haven't played it, but I've seen it played. But if this is like another of his games that is unique and is so unique in the way that was, and it's so differently unique. I know it sounds silly, but like it's not like this was a copy of that, but it was similarly not something I've really seen before. I don't know, it makes me want to like try out. I know there was like that Sherlock Holmes and the Cult of Cthulhu game that I haven't seen anything about that I'm curious of trying at some point. I know, that's the one I've heard about. Let me know if that's actually good or if there's other good Sherlock games. But I probably won't, I don't know, anything I should add to the list for the longer haul. Because the next thing I have is going to be, well, we'll come back to it in a second. The art, I'm just looking at the art passing by here, the wood cutting, the sense of location, I didn't know if the color scheme would grate on me. It did not. The color scheme was perfect. It was just, this was so good. This was so freaking good. I couldn't have been happier with this, even if I took way too long compared to what I probably should have. The cow skull was done by one model. Oh, that's really interesting. Each thing had a different creator, each animal model. Yeah, but that's it for me. So the next game in this playthrough series on this channel is going to be, as I continue through Mass Effect 3, because that's a long game, so I'm going to be going through that for a while. The next one is going to be, what's it called? Cult of the Lamb, which again, I know it's a roguelike. That's all I got. And so I look forward to trying that out. And I hope you, again, if you were just here for this, then I appreciate it. And if you're here for the next game, I appreciate that too. So yeah, enjoy, have a great day. Bye-bye.